Yo, what up, gang?
Up bright and early. We are going to the gym. Yes, if you could tell, we are in another hotel, traveling a little bit right now. Today's gym, just looking at our options around, we're gonna have to hit a good old P-Fit, a good old Planet Fitness. Probably not like my first option, but sometimes you gotta play with the cards that are dealt. It's right down the road from us. I'm not even a member there. I'm hoping I can talk my way into getting for free. I feel like some of those big commercial gyms, I tend to have some pretty good luck. And so yeah, that's kind of our option. Try to sell ourselves before the sun's even up. Caffeine of the day, little Astro Vibe Celsius. I don't think I've ever actually had this flavor. Wow, lots of new things today. New hotel room, new gym, new Celsius. I was gonna say gonna be the same workout, but probably gonna be a new workout because P-Fit tends to have some interesting equipment. Astro Vibe Celsius, I'll give this, yeah, like a 6, 7 out of, whoa, I didn't even mean to do that. That's probably weird that it was on my subconscious. But yeah, 6.7 out of 10. Because it's not really my flavor. It kind of tastes like the cotton candy Bang, if you ever had that, but a little less fake sweet taste. So it's better than that, but similar to that. And that's not really my flavor, but
There she is.
let's go see what we can pitch to this guy or gal. Easy money. I can always get in. All right, so now we've got a push workout today. Probably not gonna film it just because not really my gym, but we're gonna start off with some incline, some shoulder press, probably a negative or flat chest exercise, lateral raises, tries, abs. Get out of here. Low key, hate to be saying it right now, super low key, whispering to the camera, having a decent workout in right now. Planet Fitness, that's crazy. I don't know why I was walking out of this gym thinking that the sun would have risen yet. Why would any other time of the year besides summer would the sun be up before the day has to start, right? That's just too good to be true. Pretty sky? Where did I park? Pretty sky. So I'm gonna get into today's topic of the video, and it's the brutal truth about hybrid training. I am so glad that today was my one day of the week that I'm not running and only lifting, because I'm traveling and I am so fatigued. I have been working so hard. I've been lifting 5 to 6 days a week, running 5 to 6 days a week, and I've been making some crazy progress, but it's catching up to me and I am so fatigued. And then the thought of having to do a run this morning on top of traveling, and then the stressors that come with that of trying to find a route, not really knowing where you're going, running in the dark, not being familiar with the area, maybe having to run on some sketchy roads, makes it so hard. And doing hybrid training for health is so good. The mental edge you get, the mental clarity, the thoughts that come to you during these runs, and then, the steam you're able to blow off lifting weights, and just good for your bones, good for your muscles, good for your heart, good for your head. Hybrid training, way to go. But in real life, it becomes super challenging to do. It wears you out. Some people struggle with going to the gym 4 days a week. Now, try going to the gym 4 days a week, but running 50, 60, 70, 80 miles a week on top of that. There is so much more stress you're putting on your body, and when you're dealing with real life and you're traveling for work, you're having fun with friends, and maybe you got some family stuff going on, it makes it so much harder to do those workouts. So thankfully today was a little bit easier of a day. I didn't have to run, and I actually got a pretty good lift in at good old P Fitness, baby. Right back to the promised land, taking the trash out. What a day. Honestly, really not that bad of a drive, but man, am I glad to be home and being able to get back into the routine. But I was thinking when I started this walk that thank goodness I'm not doing any Ironman training right now, because after the day I had coming home and now having to do another workout, whether it's bike, swim, like thankfully today was just lifting, so it was pretty easy, but trying to schedule all these workouts, whether it's Ironman, marathon, any sort of training, gets so mentally fatiguing, having to every single day look at that calendar, every single week plan out your day, plus all the workouts and all these other stressors that you're choosing to add into your life. And it gets very overwhelming, especially if you don't take the time to prioritize planning these workouts, because I mean, it just adds up. And if you're flying by, if you're just swinging from the ropes and just going with the flow, you're not going to give it the intensity that you need, and you're most likely not going to hit the workouts that you're supposed to hit. Yeah, it just really stretches you thin. Okay, mental health moment over with. Walk done. We're going to eat dinner. Tonight we have 96.4 lean ground beef, sweet potato, a little bit of couscous, peppers, and some hot honey. I'm gonna put this down and hit the hay early tonight, because in the morning we've got a pretty big run. Well, we are here, long run morning. We're gonna go for, I don't know, between 17 and 20 miles. I really had the idea of doing 20 miles today before I go on my trip tomorrow, but realistically, guys, one of the problems with running and lifting is there's a little bit of a curve where when you're doing both, you start to feel better, and just in general, you feel so much healthier. But when you're going as hard as I am and as hard as I have been lately, there's a point in that curve where you are just chronically fatigued. You are just always tired. So waking up before this long run, I'm feeling it, but it is chilly out right now. I don't want to just zoom in on my nipples, but they are, I'm cold right now. It's like 60 degrees. It hasn't been 60 degrees in, like, golly, I can't even remember since like March. I'm cold. I need to get this run going. Okay, I'm not gonna film during this because I know how hard this is gonna be, either way. So I will check in with you guys after. Let's see if I hit 17 or 20. Or, I don't know. I'm tired, man. I always say this before a run. I'm tired. So I may have gotten in my head and completely forgot to film myself run/finish the run. It actually ended up being pretty dang good. We did 20 miles at about an 8:30 pace, and we're not even training right now, so feeling pretty confident about that. That felt good. But because we lift and we run, we are now sitting outside the gym. That's right, 20-mile run this morning, and now we're at the gym this evening. Although thankfully, this isn't going to be a crazy workout. I'm not even going to film it. I'm literally just going in here. I'm going to do a 30-minute ab circuit. We're going to do some cable crunches, hanging leg raises, weighted curls, and then something for our obliques. And then we're going to be out of here. Yeah. So basically, as you can tell, working out and working is my entire freaking day. That's what happens when you try to lift and you run. It just takes a lot of time, man. Well, that was efficient. 30 minutes in and out. Core work done. 20 miles done. What a freaking day. Now, I know what the topic of this video is, but I'm going to share you a little life hack that I didn't realize until I got older, but haircuts. When I was younger, I used to dread haircuts. I cried. I had longer hair because I just hated getting my haircut. But the older I got, the more I realized the power of a clean cut. Getting a haircut changes your mojo. It makes you more confident, makes you feel good. You feel clean, you feel like you're all organized, everything's kept together. You know, nothing really changed other than you got a little trim up. So that's what we're gonna go do. We're gonna go get a haircut. We're gonna go see our boy Mason. We're gonna feel clean, organized, and looking good. All right, haircut done. It looks like a mess right now because I just rinsed everything out and it's a frizzy mess. But I'm gonna end the video here. We're gonna work on some YouTube tonight, and then we're gonna pack because we're leaving for Maine in the morning. Next video to come out will probably be that travel. So stay tuned. I have no idea what to expect out of Maine. It's gonna be sick, but I'm gonna leave you with these last couple words. Running, lifting, hybrid training, whatever you wanna call it, is way more added stress to your life than just trying to maintain general fitness. It is so time consuming and takes so much mental focus and prioritization and calendarizing, and it's a lot added onto your life, but it is so worth it. Yes, you're gonna be tired. Yes, some days your workout plan isn't gonna end up how you wanted it to, but the physical benefits, the mental clarity, the mental edge you gain from running, lifting, and just being overall more fit, you can't beat it. And even though it is harder, it is so freaking worth it. So thanks for watching another video. Run hard, lift fast, keep on chugging, baby. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and I'll see you in the next one. I'll see you in Maine.